Hello and welcome or welcome back. This is King Gaia, and today I bring you guys our monthly energy forecast, sharing significant vibrations, energetic influences, and how they are impacting our collective. If you're new to my channel, welcome, Boo. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome to our collective. I am very grateful for the opportunity to be of service to you all. Who am I? I'm a metaphysical teacher, Reiki, alchemist, and shadow work coach. And this channel is my virtual classroom, my studio, and the altar where I share my offerings and resources with you guys. I use tarot oracle cards and automatic writing to channel messages for our collective strategic energy leadership sessions, and all my official links and relevant recommendations will be posted on the description box below. On the table, as always, spirit, messages that are timeless, timely, and in divine timing, revealing information from behind the veil of the circumstances, opportunities, and potential challenges that may or may not obvious to us yet, but important that we take into consideration. And of course, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you depending on where you are on your spiritual path or your awakening process or your shadow work journey. So please only take what resonates. Don't, no tripping here. Um, Nothing that I put on this table could ever alter your true nature. So please honor your intuition, your free will, and your common sense always. I'm just a messenger here reading energy, and energy fluctuates, right? We all know that. Okay, so on the table. On the table also, we have my beautiful and very popular Reiki tea candle, the Enchantress. Um, she's available on Palo Santo and Sage Essence, and she's perfect for new moon rituals, wish making, and 1 day spells. Perfect for that. She's available on my Etsy. She's available in my Etsy shop. Check her out. I'm running low on inventory. She's very popular on live events. People grab them like hotcakes. But I still have a few on Etsy, so go check it out. I'll put a link. I'll put a link for you guys. Don't worry about it. Okay, so February. Look at this mess. And when I say mess, I mean, I don't mean to scare you. Um, but there's two big energies happening, right? And we're going to talk about it. As you can see, there's no residual energy. There's a lot of excitement, though, a lot of anticipation. And there's also a lot of alignment and recalibration that is happening for us collectively, individually and collectively. Okay. Some of us are feeling the discomfort of being stretched out of our comfort zone and away from all versions of ourselves. That's part of the recalibration. Discomfort is included. I actually posted a podcast episode on this. So we'll go ahead, check it out. It's all about how to reframe discomfort, how to experience, navigate, and rise above it. Okay. And not to miss opportunities based on how we react to it, right? So on the original card, on the tarot, traditional tarot, the five of disc is the five of pentacles, right? I want to show you how it looks like just to give you a better perspective. Um, this usually happens with modern tarot. It's like I always want to go back and be like, but this is how it looks like. All right, there she is. So as you can see, this is the card that usually symbolizes being left out in the cold, right? This feeling that we're being left out of the cold. And of course, there's discomfort. As you can see here, this is winter and it's cold. But one of the things that most people don't talk about this card is how they keep going, the perseverance, that's also here on the table. The perseverance despite feeling like shit or feeling left behind. There's double energy here. This is probably people around your life that feels left out because you have evolved, you have shifted. There's a new version of you that they do not relate to, they don't understand, and they don't have to. So we're not even going to dive into that. This is more about you, how you keep on going, regardless of how they're feeling, or regardless of the responses that you have to your healing and your evolution, right? You're healing, you're going through the shit, right? That's the experience. That's what we went through, right? And what we're doing, and I love the destitution keyword here, is that we're replacing shit, right? um we are allowing the forces that are out of our control to happen. We are experiencing new exciting ideas, new perspective, and believe it or not, your new vessel is fully activated, it's ready, and it is perfect timing because you already did the healing, right? The year of the horse kicks in on February 17th. So goodbye, year of the snake. It was lovely. And bye. But like some of us accomplished so much during that period. But now it is time to light a firecracker up our asses, right? No more planning, no more strategizing or looking at the boards and checklists and all that shit. This is the season of doing, and not just doing, but girl, like the urgency of doing, and not being left behind, right? Because there is that possibility this year, right? The fire horse um cycle brings this bold energy, movement, independence, and acceleration. And it's a time to run towards freedom and embrace this powerful momentum that the universe is presenting to us in life and in our projects, personal life, professional lives. All of it is going to be impacted by this speed. um, the Seven of Pentacles speaks of, we planted all the seeds, right? Now we're like, we did the work, we used the right elements, we did what needed to be done. These two cards are very much connected, right? We did our parts, right? Hopefully, right? And it leads to success, to recognition, to admiration, and of course, haters, envy, all that, because you got it. You're a bad bitch with a bag of tricks, right? So she's unbothered. I don't know if you can tell, and the fact that the blue hair is like throat chakra. We're not apologizing. Our throat chakra is not under surveillance, right? We're standing on our own feet. We don't give a fuck, right? That's the energy because we did the healing, and we are so, this is like, they call this the Superman pose. And I think there's even tech talks about this, using this position, this pose, this posture for self-empowerment, right? This is you, like, girl, you did the work, you're ready for this year, right? So the fire horse, the horse energy is fast and it's instinctive, and there's a lot of freedom and boldness. And this year will not have any patience with stagnation. There's no lingering, no hesitating, procrastination, none of that. This is the chariot on steroids. This is about making it happen. Move now, do it now, choose independence, trust your gut, don't overthink, just ride the fucking wave. That's the energy. And I ain't gonna lie, this energy will favor momentum and visibility, travel, leadership, risk taking, calculated risk, of course, because we're not crazy here. And self-directed action. But with that being said, honey, what is that I see around the corner? Oh, it's a Mercury retrograde. Damn. Yeah, we're about to hit a Mercury retrograde. This is a Mr. Wait a minute, slow down, right? So, wow, what a contradiction, right? So, the Mercury retrograde energy always is about slowing down and revisiting, revise, rehearse, listen, rethink. The complete opposite of what the horse is saying. The horse is like, get on and hit the floor running. Meanwhile, the Mercury retrograde is like, oh no, babes, you know. But trust me, in this particular context, they're not canceling each other out. We can see it here. There's no cancellation. um, this is about recalibration, right? This is about practicing a one last conscious pause, not a full stop, because of course you're gonna get run over, right? This is about taking a pause, making a course correction if needed before the acceleration, right? The horse wants to sprint, but Mercury is like, wait, not until you adjust the saddle. You know, Mercury wants you to think before you hit the floor running. Where are you actually going? Is this aligned, or are you just excited and doing stupid shit? You know, do you have a plan? Because you should. We spent a whole fucking year planning. The year of the snake was all about that, and that's over. You know, so what can you do now, that is in alignment with the year of the horse? Is you're going to revisit the plans before you scale them. You're going to refine your message, your branding, your offerings, your leadership voice. If you are, you know, tapping into professional projects that require, um, of your presence and, you know, exposure and visibility and all that, right? You're going to negotiate boundaries and agreements. Yeah, check the fine print. And also avoid fast decisions or fast commitments. Don't speak too soon or make, you know, like empty promises without an infrastructure. Don't be launching shit that is not ready. That's the guidance. So what is happening overall is upgrades, you know, and it is all as a result of the recalibration and the healing that we're doing. It's like we're going from a, you know, hibernation, deep freeze, right? We were like this intentional hangman energy, you know, tamed to, you know what, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do this thing. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right. Um, as a result, you are more assertive, you're more vigilant, and other people may be digging it or hating it. And that's their problem. That's on them, right? Some may feel proud of you, some may become haters. You may experience their support or their confusion or their rejection. You may need to distance yourself because you no longer recognize their role or their meaning in your life, and that's fine. You know, that's not a loss, that's a filtration. It is not rejection. You're sorting and choosing by resonance, and you are becoming honest and reliable to yourself. And that's what matters. You know, you got the clarity, the boundaries, the independence, and you are not apologizing or explaining yourself. You know, like, look at this energy. What is not to hate? You are the jet, and they wish they could. Okay, so their reaction is not going to slow you down whatsoever. Um, and you feel amazed by that. You do not even recognize yourself because nothing can stop you. You're not just losing people or gaining people right now. What you're doing is you're creating a new reality with aligned connections, right? And what can I say, baby girl, baby boy? I'm proud of you. Congratulations, right? You got haters. That means you won, right? Look, right? My God, completion. Even the candle is like, yeah, okay. So, you know, um, nobody out there, to be honest, like nobody's out there hating on losers. They hate on the winners, right? Their hate is just their envy, you know. They don't understand why it's happening to you and not them, you know. And they're trying to figure out, how did you pull this off? You know, they didn't see all the work that you did and all the healing and your pain. They didn't see that. You know, on some of them that actually caused the pain, they're like, how could you move on and be so unbothered, where they're still lingering in in their stupidity, right? How can you be successful and happy without them? That's what they're wondering, right? Something is coming to full fruition this spring, maybe around April. And it could be personal or professional, and it's going to click and bloom. Okay, you have never experienced success like this. I want you to know this, collective. Okay, Spirit wants you to plan two adventurous things to do in your city this month, and you'll be surprised to discover and this inspiring sense of self and an inspiring sense of community and connection that you didn't know existed. Okay, nothing crazy, just keep it simple, keep it local. This is not about like traveling or escaping. This is about an intentional disruption of your routine. Do something different. um, Spirit is saying prove to yourself that a liveliness is available right now where you are. Like you don't need to transform your environment. Just look at it from another angle, and you're being sent to recognize resonance that's already nearby, but it was not accessible to the old you. And they want you to know that you're no longer building alone. Okay, so what's our introspection? This is the marvelous Lantern Tarot Oracle by yours truly. This is our Lumina version. We also have the Dark Ether. um, and yes, it's also on Etsy and my Etsy shop. All right. Okay. Ooh, baby, listen. Speaking of, all right. How can I rebuild my sense of personal power after a significant loss of disruption in my life? Honey, you already did it, right? You already did it. I believe that this is more of creating a strategy to continue and sustain your healing because you already did it. You did experience the loss, you experienced the healing, you planted the seed, you took care of yourself, and now you're just waiting. And the wait's over because the reward is here, right? The reward is here. The tower, the debris of the tower is done. The revelation is going to come imminent. All right. um, this is going to be a fantastic month. I believe that the planning will be very important considering the speed of the year. So take advantage of this retrograde. I personally love retrograde energy because of the reassessment energy. That's very shadow work. Take advantage of the energy and plan yourself. Make sure that all your ducks are in a row because the year of the horse is here. All right, thank you for watching. King Gaia out.